What's up, everybody? It's the Roundtable Sports Podcast. Today, we're taking a look back at the top 50 throws only for Joshua Patrick Allen in the 2020 season for the Buffalo Bills. And, people are passionate about a lot of different things. Some people are passionate about whales or the environment, the rainforest, I don't know, other stuff. I think I'm passionate about the quarterback play of Josh Allen. I believe with all my heart that Josh Allen is the quarterback that you're looking for in today's NFL. And I really couldn't pick between my favorite runs and passes at one time, so I just made them into two different films. And for a moment, I thought that the runs were going to be my favorite, but no, it's the passes. I mean, when you see this guy unleashing his laser rocket arm. I mean, that throw looked like it might go 10 yards, and it went 50 yards on the fly. No problem. That's across his chest. That's not an easy throw to make. I mean, all these different throws that he's making on the fly, no feet set. It just really underlines the fact that this guy can throw the ball with a velocity that most quarterbacks cannot reach. It's him, it's Patrick Mahomes, it's Justin Herbert, maybe Matthew Stafford is right on that precipice, and then that's it. I don't even put A-Rod on that level right now, maybe back in his heyday, but the laser rocket arm really can barely be matched. I mean, look how easily he flings that thing around. It's just crushing defenses. He's able to work every part of the field, no matter which part you're covering. If the Buffalo Bills put a receiver in the part you're not, he will make you pay, and that makes you multiple, and that allows you to take whatever the defense gives you and make it work. I'm excited to see what the Buffalo Bills do with a full offseason, now knowing what their powers truly are. Adding Emmanuel Sanders instead of John Brown, a second year of an improved Gabriel Davis, a second year of improved chemistry with Stephon Diggs. I'm excited to see what that looks like for the Buffalo Bills defense and how they stretch the field. They also kept Brian Daboll in the mix as the offensive coordinator. That's really important, especially for a young quarterback that's still developing, and that should be a scary proposition for the rest of the league, is this is Josh just now finding his powers. He doesn't even know how far he can stretch them yet. So clearly throughout the video, the arm strength is on display. His feet, even though they're all over the place when he's making plays that are off schedule, are so much more in line with the ball and where he's throwing it. His mechanics have gotten better. People point to the accuracy, but he's just so much more in control of himself, in control of the offense. I mean, you have to have a lot of confidence to be making throws like that, and it's all kind of come together for Josh. I think got to thank Stephon Diggs and the confidence factor that he brings, where you can just kind of throw it to the area he's going to be in. Stephon's going to put his hands on it and get it for you. That's a confidence raiser for a quarterback that needed that at just the right time and got it from Stephon Diggs and his team. Even though the trade that they made could have netted them Justin Jefferson, I just don't know that it would have been the same effect as Stephon Diggs had for Josh, and it just raised the ceiling and the floor of the whole offense, and I'm excited to see how it plays out and how they design things around Josh, around Stephon, and what they've done so far. Obviously, we'd like to see more from the running game, and for the running game that's not based around Josh's running to take some of the pressure off, but at the same time, I think the Bills know where their bread is buttered, and I think their offensive line leans them a little bit more towards this style of play. So I find it highly likely to be, the same type of offense that they had last year, even though I expect them to find more creative ways to get done what they want to get done. It's not just the arm, it's not just the increased accuracy that makes Josh special. A lot of it's about the time that he creates in the pocket. First of all, he's a huge human being, so trying to bring him down, there's a lot of times where people are at his ankles or grabbing him around the waist or, not really hitting him. They're trying to bring him down, and that is not a great situation for you to be in, no matter what size you are as a defender. And while that part compares favorably to Big Ben, the part that doesn't, his ability to move in the pocket and create more time, just is beautiful. You see that he has a great penchant to be able to throw on the run. It creates a lot of stress on the defense to have to hold their coverages and run after the quarterback for that long and over the course of the game, much like a running back that is physical and runs over people and is tough to tackle. And of course that applies to Josh running as well. It also applies to his passing and pass rushers having to get after him and not being able to get home because of whatever reason, whether it's him getting rid of the ball or them just not being able to tackle him. We've seen historically that sometimes offenses struggle in the second year after a breakout, kind of like the Baltimore Ravens last year, where teams got wise to what they were able to do. That's why I was talking a little bit about having the running game come through a little bit more for Josh in this next season, because you want to be able to show different things. But I think it's more likely that the Bills just find more creative ways to get the balls to their receivers, which is kind of puzzling in the fantasy football community, because Josh had the best season of any quarterback, but he's still going 2 rounds behind Patrick Mahomes. Just goes to show you that Josh still gets the disrespect no matter what, and people are looking to have him prove it again this season. That's absolutely something I'm betting on, that Joshua Patrick Allen gets it done.